G'day, guys. Welcome back to Steelers Touchdown Under, the channel that me and Maddie both run here, and we talk Steelers pretty much every day. Got podcasts here and there. In today's video, guys, I want to talk about one player who I think is gonna make the team, and you should be able to figure that out. I'm gonna go over some snap counts to do with last week's game, and I'm pretty sure you should be able to figure that out when I say gonna a lot. This guy's gonna make the team, and you're gonna see the title. He's gonna make it. You're gonna see the thumbnail with possibly him there. But I believe this guy is going to make the team. Now, I want to go over some of the snap counts, right? Here we go. So we got Deontay, George, Pickens, and Allen Robinson. Those three blokes right there, they had 765, 11%, 9%, 8%. Those three blokes right there, they're our starting receivers. That to me is fine, 100% fine. That's what you expect in a preseason game to go and get some reps, one or two drives. You go and get the TD from Warren, you get the TD to Muth, and you move on and you jump out, and that's it. Game over. Now, the next one, I do want to skip the next player for one moment, which is Gunnar Olszewski, and move on to Miles Boykin. 21 snaps for Boykin. Cody White got 32. And by the way, Cody White has been released as well, which also strengthens my argument and why I think this guy is going to make the team. Now we have Calvin Austin, 19 snaps with Des Fitzpatrick, 22. Hakeem Butler has also been cut, and he didn't play last week, which also these two players, the two players being Cody White and Hakeem Butler, those two guys being cut really strengthens my argument about this guy who's going to make the team. Now, Dan Chisner, Jordan Bird didn't play that much. Also, by them not playing much, I think also strengthens my argument too. So here we go, moving on. The last guy I want to mention, and is the guy that you guys already figured out, Gunner. Gunner's going to make the team. I know some people don't want, or fans don't want him to make the team, but when you look at things and the way how Steelers are doing coaching and getting their players ready for the preseason and getting the reps too, Gunnar Olszewski had about, I think, 42 snaps last week versus the Bills. He has released this week. He had 51. And I would say versus the Falcons, he'll probably get half the game as well, get about 45 to 50 snaps and get him ready for the regular season. So they've been playing Gunnar Olszewski a lot. Now, some fans out there be like, man, I don't want to see Gunnar Olszewski. I don't want to see him out there. He can't catch. He can't run fast. He's not as strong. I think these things are a bit of a myth, by the way. And they go back to that punt versus the Patriots where he dropped it, and some fans simply can't move on that Gunner might have a chance to make the team. Now, I'm not saying I'm a massive Gunner, huge fan, like number one Gunner, let's go. What number does he wear? Number 89? I'm not even sure what number he wears, right? I'm not saying I'm a massive fan of the guy. I do like the way he does play football. I think he plays like with heart. He's physical. He can block. I think he's good in certain areas, and if he does do some jet sweeps, he's got a bit of speed about him. He can turn up field to get 5-7 yards. In the short passing downs, he can catch, right? I think he's reliable, but I'm not a huge fan. I'm just saying I think he's going to make the team. So before you come up in the comments, oh man, Gunner sucks. But you look at it, and you look what the Steelers are doing with him. 2 weeks in a row, he's had about 60% or 70% of snaps get going his way. And also, in my opinion, the Steelers are going to carry Deontay Johnson, Pickens, Robinson, Calvin Austin, that's 4. And Cody White's being cut. Des Fitzpatrick is not making the team. Dan Chisner, not making it. Jordan Bird hasn't showed enough. And Hakeem Butler's been cut as well, if I didn't say that twice. But also, Calvin Austin will be 4th. Then you were left with 2 receivers. Miles Boykin, who's like the special teams ace, he's actually a gunner who runs downfield. And the other gunner who's going to make the team, and I've said gunner a lot, the other gunner who's made the team is Gunnar Olszewski. It's just the way I see it. I don't know. So don't be surprised if you see Gunnar Olszewski on this team. And also, we don't need him to be spectacular. We don't need him to be a George Pickens. You've already got those guys in front. DJ George, you have Allen Robinson, Calvin Austin, Freiermuth, Warren, Najee, Connor Haywood. All those guys should be getting the football thrown to them before Gunnar Olszewski even gets involved in the play. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to overly force the football on a 1st and 10 to Gunnar Olszewski. No, it's going to Pickens, it's going to DJ, it's going to Muth. That's your first team reps. This guy will blend into the receiving room for a bit of depth, and also for a bit of depth at punt return too. I can see if Calvin Austin gets more reps, so he got 19 here in a preseason game. If he gets more reps on the offensive side, I can actually see them maybe the Steelers might give him a lesser role at punt return so he doesn't get injured. However, though, Calvin Austin was a fantastic punt returner the other day. That was great. So it's like, do you use Calvin Austin on the receiving side and get him the skillful snaps there, or do you use him at punt return and see if he makes a big play? You do both? You could do both, right? Anyways, that's my thought process. Pretty much is I think Gunnar Olszewski makes a team because the other guys have been cut. Right? Cody White, done. Sorry, mate, you've been cut. And Hakeem Butler too, former XFL guy, cut. So they're gone, which gives Gunnar Olszewski a higher chance to make the team. And I still believe the Steelers will go with 6 receivers. Anyways, in the comments below, guys, let me know what you think. I think I'm right on this one. I really do. I'm okay if he makes it, because if you put him at 5 or 6, he may get the whole year. The whole year he might get 15, maybe 17, 20 catches, maybe. And then running the football, he might get 3 or 4 jet sweeps. Punt return wise, he might do 5 to 10, depending how Austin plays. So it's not the end of the world if Gunnar Olszewski makes the team. Even though we have this like Steeler perception of like he sucks, he's terrible from last year because he made one big drop versus the Pats, which I feel like we should just move on and give the guy a chance. I've been watching him the last 2 preseason games. He looks pretty good. He looks physical. He catches the ball and he moves forward. He runs forward. He can block too. He's always involved in the blocking scheme. So if you see Gunnar out there, he could be involved in a screen or a block to, I don't know, help out Najee or whoever get to the second level. I know he's not a big guy, but he plays like he's big. He plays tough and physical. Anyways, that's my Gunnar Olszewski video, and I'll see you guys later on.